Welcome back to Rockford IceHogs TV. Joseph Zakshesky with you, joined alongside head coach Jeremy Colliton for the Forest City Diagnostic Imaging Diagnosis of the game. It's the IceHogs back out on the road. They square off against the Chicago Wolves tonight here at Allstate Arena. And coach, I mean, you're coming off a thrilling game last night, 90 combined shots between the IceHogs and the Manitoba Moose. Certainly an offensive output we haven't seen in a little while in terms of all the chances on goal. But I mean, taking it away, it's your first game back after an all-star break. I mean, how do you evaluate your team knowing just that they were eager and anxious to get rolling again?
Yeah, well, I think we're pretty good. It was a good hockey game. They're a good team. I thought the pace both ways was excellent. A lot of pressure on the puck and moving the puck forward and quick counterattacks. And so it was a good test for us, and I think overall we handled it pretty good. Would have liked to get 2 points. We not satisfied, but it was a good performance, and hopefully we can follow that up against Chicago.
With that being said, I mean, the pace of play, it was a track meet going up and down the ice against Manitoba. It was one team taking a chance over another. Is that something that you feel plays into your favor when you can open up the game like that? Because certainly it was end to end and a lot of short shifts to be taken.
Yeah, we don't want to give up anything, but I think that's against a team like that. Maybe it's unrealistic, but I think we had our moments where we were really tight, and I think the first 10 minutes of the second period was as good as we've been. I think as the period went on, we had some puck plays where we, whether it was a bobbling puck or just not quite as clean, we kind of give momentum. I think when we had control of the game, but if I were to point to sort of a formula for how it should look, I really like that for the beginning of the second period. So try and get there as often as we can here tonight.
And here in recent history, it seems like this IceHogs team, kind of the comeback kids, if you will. You get a goal late in the third period against Manitoba, but you go back over the last handful of games and you even grab goals when trailing after 2 periods of play, or you set up an overtime in which you win or a shootout in which you win. I mean, what does that say about the resiliency of your group? I know you've worked with them all season long, but it seems like at a time like now in this stage of the season, you need that push.
Yeah, I think we want to play at a high pace. We want to be aggressive on the opposition's defense and force them to play long stretches in D zone, and I think that pays off over 3 periods. I think we've been a pretty good third period team all year, and I think we're learning how to get more out of it when we do control the game and force teams to play in their end. And so hopefully we're going to continue to progress, but I think that's a really good sign.
And now facing the Chicago Wolves tonight, and certainly this is a team that you've seen plenty of times before, already 6 meetings against them this season, going 3-3-0. But, Coach, my point is in order to gain ground in the Central Division, it almost seems like you have to go on these point streaks and these winning streaks just with all the teams around you that they haven't seen success. Does that put any added pressure on you as a coaching staff or the players in that room, knowing that, a win can really help you out and get you up the standings, but a loss might send you sliding just because there's so many teams playing really good hockey right now?
I don't think there's added pressure. I think we know, if we want to get in, we got to have good results. But more than that, it's just, are we stringing good games together? It's tight. There's a lot of teams, within a few points, and so we know we need to string results together. But I think the focus has to be more on how we play. What is the performance like game in, game out? We need to put pressure on ourselves to do the right things, to be sharp mentally and play at a high pace for 60 minutes or as much as 60 minutes as we can. And if we do that, then the results take care of itself. So I think that's where that's where we should put the pressure.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
You bet. Thanks.
Head coach Jeremy Colliton joining us here on IceHogs TV for the Forest City Diagnostic Imaging Diagnosis of the game. Puck drop against the Chicago Wolves just right around the corner. You're watching Rockford IceHogs hockey on the IceHogs Broadcast Network.